Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Sabrina is back for a set of nails. It's been quite a while since she has got nails done, but it's Halloween and that's like her favorite time of year. So she came over and we watched some football and stuff like that. And then we decided to do some nails. So I will say that this is probably the best set of nails that I've ever done on Sabrina. If you're new to my channel, this is my OG hand model. She basically was the first person that I started practicing on, and yeah, but I was super proud of this set. There are definitely still things that I feel like I could have done better on, but that's just me criticizing myself and trying to be, a perfectionist. But yeah, so I went ahead and I did cut down her nails and I did push back her cuticles off of camera. And then I went in with my needle bit from Amazon, and for my e-file, I'm using my Kiara Sky rechargeable e-file, the unicorn edition. And with the needle bit, I have my e-file on 8 to 10,000 RPMs. For this needle bit, this one isn't a needle bit. It's just like another diamond grit type bit. And this is from Agalore and Company. It's an Instagram shop. It is super, super fine. And I have this bit also on about like 6 to 8,000 RPMs, and it kind of works like a sanding band. It's just not as rough as a sanding band, so it's even softer than your finest sanding band. So I like it because it gets a lot more of that dead skin and cuticle off of the nail plate, and so that way I don't have to go in and use my nippers or anything like that. So once I'm done with this step, I'm going to go ahead and get my sanding band and just etch her natural nail and remove that shine. For today's set, I am using my Nails and Blinks tapered coffin tips. I am in love with these nail tips. I just recently bought a couple of different nail tips from them as well. So I have a total of 4 of their different types of nail tips. I'll go ahead and leave their link in the description below. I just really love these tips. They just fit perfectly for like everybody for the most part. And there's not very much filing or shaping that needs to be done. She did want some pointy nails, like some stiletto type nails, so we agreed to do like her index and her pinky finger stiletto, just so that way I had plenty of room to do nail art on the other nails. And yeah, so now I'm going in with my little tip length guide and cutting her nails down. So we were aiming for like a length of the number 2. I did cut them just a little longer just because I do tend to file probably a little more than needed, but I just like to give myself plenty of room. And if you cut too much, you can't put it back on. So at least if I, cut, a little longer, then I have more room to, go when it comes to my filing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the filing portion of all 5 fingers with the exception of the index finger, because I am doing that on this pinky nail, and it does take me just a little bit to get that stiletto shape done. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my filing portion, and I'll pop back in just a minute. All right, so I did go ahead and cleanse the nails of any dust and debris with some Swipe and a lint-free wipe, and now I'm going in with Valentino dehydrator. I will let you guys know that I kind of like triple primed for this set. Not gonna lie, Sabrina and I might have had a couple of beers while we were watching football, so I wasn't sure if I had primed, you know, my second time. So after watching it and, you know, editing the video, I realized that I triple primed like 2 of her nails. So don't judge me. It's just a fun time. Me and Sabrina love to just hang out and do nails. So yeah, I just thought it was funny and I went ahead and left that in there for you guys to see. I'm going in with Prettiest Pink from Valentino. I'm actually using Mia's Secret monomer for this set, and I'm using my number 10 Kiara Sky Kalinsky acrylic brush. And I like to use number 10 on Sabrina's nails because she does have super tiny nail beds and nail plates. So it just makes it an easier process for me to get the right size bead on her nail. In the past, we've struggled so much with her nails, and I'm not even mad about it because it's just, you know, a learning experience. So I'm very excited that I was able to, you know, get this set on, and it looks so much better than it has in the past. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with my acrylic application. On this nail, I did kind of like a 1.5 type bead acrylic application, but I do want to try to stick to 2 or 3 beads on the remainder of the nails. And I'm going to do that by placing a small bead of acrylic right here in the center of the nail and just working that product up. And then I'm going to gently blend that down towards the tip of her nail. And then I'm going to go ahead and place another small bead of acrylic just right above that acrylic that I just laid down. And then I'm just going to add any additional beads, probably super small beads, to any part of the nail that needs any more acrylic. I do not encapsulate these nails. We're just going to go straight in with the Valentino acrylic. All right, you guys, now that the acrylic has dried, we're gonna go ahead and go back in with our hand file. My hand file that I'm using for this video is from 4 Pro. I will link it in my Amazon storefront, and I have that link in the description box as well. And we're just going on the sides, reshaping, and then I like to take my hand file over, not necessarily like the cuticle area, but just a little bit down from the cuticle area and down to the tip of the nail, because I am gonna go in with my e-file to take care of that cuticle area. But I just go on the sides, reshape. I'm trying to get that curve, you know, right there at the top of her nail, and then work my way down to get that nail tip nice and straight and tight. So yeah, and then we're just gonna go back over the surface of the nail. I'm trying to get into the habit of not holding more than one finger while I do this process. I have learned, and I witnessed it while I was doing this set, that I definitely have a whole lot more control when I'm just holding one of the fingers to file that nail. In the past, I like to hold 2 of them, and that is just mainly so that way I can kind of keep that other finger out of the way from my file. But just learning here while I was doing Sabrina's nails, as long as I just hold that one finger and push her other fingers backwards, I shouldn't run into her other nails with my hand file. All right, you guys, now I'm going in with my 5-in-1 drill bit from Not Polished, and I'm just going to seal the cuticles, and I'm also just going to lightly take this e-file or this bit over the surface of the nail just to kind of help get some of those scratches out of her nails from the hand file. And now I'm taking my sponge buffer from Profiles Backstage, and I am just going over the surface of the nail. I also like to go on the underside of the nail. That's normally not recommended because if you file underneath the nail with a buffer, it's most likely going to take away the shape, but Sabrina cannot have super sharp nails, so I'm just trying to lightly buff that a little bit just so that it doesn't get super sharp. She does have little ones and things like that, and we don't need any, you know, we don't need her to poke anybody or scratch anybody with her new nails. And then I'm just using my sponge buffer because I am doing a lot of nail art, and the sponge buffer really helps smooth out that nail. And now I'm just taking my lint-free wipe and some more swipe and going ahead and cleaning off that dust and debris from me filing. Alright guys, so now I'm taking my dotting tool and I'm using Profiles Backstage gel paints. I am super in love with them. They are very thick and they're super easy to work with. And then I'm going to be using my Macart nail art liner brush. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using my not polished one as well. But I did some practicing and I'm really just trying to find them brushes that work well for me. And in the past, the Macart brushes didn't really work too well for me, but it just took a little bit of time for me to get some more of that practice in. You guys, I am not an artist, and I've literally started drawing from not knowing how to draw anything. So last year I tried to draw some drips for Sabrina's Halloween nails and it just did not work out. So this is actually the first time and the first client that I've drew drips on since I attempted it last year, and I am super happy. There's still, you know, some flaws and things like that, but it's okay. I mean, I've gotten so much farther now than I was in the past, and at the end of the day, for me, that is all that matters. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw these drips, and then we're gonna just make like some polka dots with the larger side of the dotting tool and then the smaller side of the dotting tool. And Sabrina wanted some type of, you know, like astrology, Halloween type stuff on her nails. So we just kind of agreed to put her zodiac sign, which is Taurus. I did kind of mess up a little bit and I left this footage in there just so I can show you guys, you know, how easy it is to just fix your mistakes. And yeah, so I'm gonna actually eventually put some diamonds or some crystals where I put the dots on this Taurus, you know, star thing. I'm sorry, I don't even know what it is exactly called, but you know, it's astrology. It's a lot that goes into it, but yeah. And then we're just gonna put, you know, I'm gonna try to draw some other, like, you know, stars and some dots and things like that. And then I'll be doing more drips on the index finger. And I also just wanted to mention really quick that I do cure these nails in between each finger just so that way I don't mess up. I almost messed up with this one. I tried to not cure the pinky nail whenever I went in with the ring nail, and as I was drawing the star, my nails kind of touched her pinky nail and it just smudged it just a tad. I was able to fix it, but yeah, you just want to be careful and just cure whenever you feel it is necessary. All right, you guys, so we're getting close towards the end. We're gonna go ahead and add stickers to the remainder of the design. I'm just adding this moon here on this nail just to kind of go with the astrology portion. And then we wanted to use some of these stickers, the scream stickers. So we put this on her middle finger, and then we put a phone on her thumb. And then I'm gonna go ahead and top coat with not polished gloss it top coat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway super soon, so please go ahead and subscribe. Please like this video, leave me a comment. All those things definitely help get my videos out there, you guys, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.